Hi. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Cheesy Does It cooking vlog. You may have noticed the production quality of this show has gone up quite a bit. I now have some lighting, multiple camera angles, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. I even have a full staff of videographers and cinematographers. So make sure you watch until the very end for some exclusive BTS.
Oh my god, Kim Suk-jin got sucky titties! Oh my god.
So let's just jump into it. We're gonna make ourselves a carbonara pasta. It's one of my favorite recipes. And it's really easy to make. It's pretty much just pasta, bacon, and eggs.
Aren't the eggs supposed to be uncooked?
No, what are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to mix them in raw.
I know what you're thinking. Am I really qualified enough to teach people how to cook? No, for a basic carbonara, you only need this many ingredients. Pasta, eggs, cheeses, guanciale, and lots of blackety peps. Also, as a bonus ingredient, love. Unless you're empty inside, then hate. So let's take a trip to the store. And there we go. See? Just a couple of simple ingredients. I got the cheese, the eggs, peps, meat, and the pasta. Shit! Pasta. Here I have some Bucatini pasta. They ran all out of Buca large. For my cheeses, we're using Parmesan Reggiano and a Pecorino. One's a little nutty, one's a little salty, like the in-laws. Bacon, regular eggs, -1 for the stupid intro bit, and lots of blackety peps. Fun fact, carbonara actually means pepper in Portuguese, so we're gonna add a little extra pep in our step. Boom! See you at the pep rally. Wham! Okay, great pep talk. First, we need to cube the bacon. I know I should be using guanciale, but they didn't have any. Then when I asked for pancetta, they only had the thinly sliced ones. My mouth is built for that thick man meat, baby. Plus, pancetta and bacon are like the same thing.
Anyone who says otherwise is a f***ing liar.
To cube this, grab an ice tray, wrap the bacon around in a cube formation. Then pop it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and it'll come out cubed. Fire up a pan to medium-low heat. You're gonna slowly cook this meat so that the fat renders out. It's gonna take a minute, so slowly cook it until you get to about this point, then turn the heat off. Next, pasta. Always salt your pasta water. Bland pasta will give you cancer. I use Bucatini noodles for 2 reasons. 1, there's a hole in the middle, so I feel like the sauce gets all up in that hole and then explodes in my mouth when I bite it. 2, the outside has a grainy texture that clings onto the sauce better. Again, the best noodles to use are the noodles that will blow as much sauce into me as possible. Cook this until lightly al dente. Next is the sauce. I have 5 eggs here. What we're gonna do is separate the yolks from 4 of the eggs and add in 1 whole egg. The reason why we do this is because whites and yellows usually don't get along unless there's math homework to be done. The best method to separate is to buy one of these high-tech egg machines at a yard sale. However, if you're a beefy burly bro with the subdued hands of a newborn dolphin, then you can also use your fingers to remove the yolks. For the last egg, we're adding the whole thing in. Make sure you save these egg whites so you can make breakfast when white people come over. Okay, next find yourself a BBW. That's right, big, beautiful whisk. Give it a light mix. You don't want to aerate the eggs, you just want to combine it together. That's about right. Okay, now add your cheeses. This is Parmesan Reggiano. You want to add about half a cup for this recipe. The cheese makes the sauce creamy and nutty. It adds what the French call
les incompétents. What?
Next, you want to grate some Pecorino. This is a saltier cheese that is also flavored with truffle, which I later learned has little to no truffle flavor, so I'm glad I spent the extra $10. By the way, guys, when using a cheese grater, you should be really careful. You never know when you're going to...
I keep doing that. Oh my god. Yeah.
For Pecorino, you want to grate about half the portion of whatever you did for Parmesan. So in this case, we'll make a 1/4 cup. And lastly, add in lots and lots of coarsely ground black-eyed peps, and just a few shakes of salt. There are several salty elements in this dish, like the pasta water, the bacon, the cheeses. Don't overdo it. Now we're going to mix the sauce over the pasta water. The heat will help melt the goodness together. This is actually a French cooking technique called
Les incompétents.
The texture you're going for is a smooth, creamy texture. Do not overcook it. If you see the eggs starting to curdle, take it off, you've gone too far. Okay, once the noodles are done, add them to the sauce direct from the pot. Start mixing quickly and then add the bacon and some of the pasta water. The water will help emulsify the sauce so it's creamier. Lastly, I'm adding a little bit more peps and parsley for some color just to finish it off. For plating, the trick is to do the twisty tongue thing. What you're shooting for is like a 60s beehive updo. Make sure you add some bacon bits on top, then more Parmesan cheese, but wait, safety first, and some last few blackety peps. And there you have it, homemade carbonara. Guys, this pasta is so dang good. The noodles are cooked perfectly. You taste the salty creaminess of the sauce and the bacon. I mean, I know it's not that Italian, but if I go too Italian, I'll lose my Trump supporters. Oh man, I'm stuffed. It's tasty but really heavy. Time to go grab a BBC, a big black container so I can have leftovers for tomorrow.
That's it for today, guys. Make sure you look us up. Follow me everywhere at Cheesy Does It Cooking. Some people told me that when I make pasta, I need to use authentic Italian noodles. None of these cheap American noodles. So if there are any fans in Italy, let me know and I'll open up a P.O. box and I can send you some of my nudes and you can send me some of your nudes, because nothing turns me on in the kitchen like a fresh batch of unsolicited nudes.
Move! Gotta get up, I gotta get up.
Nudes.
Gotta get up, I gotta get up.
Nudes.
Gotta get up, I gotta get up.
So I realized while editing, I talk about going to the grocery store to go buy food when the bag of groceries is just sitting on the counter. In Hollywood, we call this a continuity error, but that's okay. With a little CGI, we can just edit that right out. Perfect. Like it was never there.